You're listening to KCYP 97.7 The City. This is Scarlet Rose, and you're now listening to RGV Rocks. You're listening to KCYP 97.7 FMLP The City. Thank you for the intro, Audex. I want to say, since you're listening to KCYP 97.7 FMLP The City is a nonprofit organization that promotes local artists such as myself and is the home of indie music. We are now accepting donations through our website, www.thecity977.com, and as well as sponsorships to keep this radio station thriving. For more information on paying donations, sponsorships, or business advertisement, feel free to contact Joe Martinez at 956-789-0702 or by email at martinezjoe@hotmail.com. I'll also be leaving a description below. I'll be also leaving donations in the description below. I'm sorry, I always mess that up. But welcome to RGV Rocks. You're listening here on KCYP. My name is Scarlet Rose, as well as my co-host.
I'm Rockin' Rudy. How you beautiful people doing? It's good to see your beautiful smiling faces. Even though I can't see it, I know you're smiling. Scarlet Rose. Guess who we got today on our show?
Hey, we have Ray Abrego. That's how you pronounce
Ray
your last name, right?
Abrego, the one
yes,
and
we do
only,
it.
the man, the myth, the legend. What I understand, if you bring it, he'll build it. Mr. Ray Abrego, how you doing?
Hey, thank you. Good morning, guys. Thank you for having me to your show. I love it. It's an honor for me to be here. Thank you for the invitation. Yes, sir.
All right. We thank you, first of all, for accepting this interview. This man is worldwide known. He has worked with great talents, many talents, Metallica, Bon Jovi, Shakira. In case you all don't know, Ray Abrego, he is the man that does the sound lighting installments. This man does creative work, big time work, major work, professionally, all the way around, all worldwide. He's been to London, he's been to Paris, he's been to France, he's seen somebody's underpants, for crying out loud. Mr. Ray, tell us about your adventures. How you been? How's it going for you, sir?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much. It's an honor to be with you all, guys. Hi to everybody who's listening. My name is Ray Abrego. I own my own business, Concert Arena Productions. Thank you. Man, I've been super blessed, Rockin' Rudy, and thank you. So I can tell you a lot of stories, but I've been super blessed. I'm just happen to be one of the fortunate ones. Of course, I fumbled at the 1 yard line, didn't graduate, but I'm from McAllen, Texas. I always lived here, and I had a great opportunity to work with Cali Carranza back when I was a little kid. Of course, a lot of people started. Danny Intocable started the same thing. So it just boomed up, and then Bobby Pulido called me, and I was at the Tejano music. I was at the Tejano industry with them at the beginning, and then so my world's been great. I think God blessed me, and I'm just one of the fortunate ones. So after that, it was someone picked me up, and I went to Houston and went to Chicago. And then one friend of mine, well, actually, I met him with Creed. His name was Mr. Cahoon, and so I've been doing the music for the Tejano for maybe 10 years. After that, he goes, Ray, your talent can be better than this, and you can make so much stuff. You can make doctors' fees, and I always remember that. So he actually got me the opportunity, and I thank Mr. Cajon wherever he's at around the world, and that's the way it started, and it's a big adventure, and I've been super blessed, brother.
Good. Miss Scarlet Rose, you want to ask him?
Yes, but before we ask him anything, I just want to let you know that to the people who don't know who we are, what we do, RGV Rocks is a radio show and now an online podcast dedicated to local talent events and all the wonderful people in the RGV. So without further ado, I'm going to ask the most famous question that I've always asked here on this radio show. What do you like about the RGV and why?
Oh, you know what? This is where I grew up, Destiny and Rockin' Rudy. Man, I love it, man. And you know what? There's a lot of talented people that they're not well known. I love to help them out. Why? Because I've been super blessed. God told me one time, he goes, I fumbled at the 1 yard line. So in other words, I didn't graduate. So, but I didn't think I was going to be where I was. I never dreamed that I was going to be who I was. And all of a sudden, my music and playing drums. And of course, I know you for many, many years, and your mom. So I love the valley. I will never leave it. I've been to all over the world, and I love certain places, but here's where all my friends are at, and I never have forgotten. I've been doing this since 1984, maybe 30 some years, and but I love the valley. You know, it's growing. There's a lot of musicians. Back in the day, it was only like 10 bands or maybe 5 bands. Now it's like thousands of bands in each city, you know. So, but here in McAllen and now the whole entire valley, I know a lot of people, production people and everything. I enjoy it. I can't wait to come home. When I was on tour, I said, man, I can't wait to fly going home. You know, I want to go home, and because this is home, and you feel good here. And when I'm sleeping at hotels and suites and all that, it's not the same. So I'll be super blessed. But yes, the valley is the fantastic thing. And you know what? I moved down here and I'm still here. So my next step is to, yeah, of course, buy a house and yada yada, you know. But thank you. Yes, I love it. I enjoy it, man. I mean, I breathe, I see it, and it's just beautiful, you know, beautiful. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's good. That's real good. I'm glad that,
And that's where
that
I'm
you've
gonna
been
stay
blessed. As
here in the
long as you've
valley.
been blessed.
Sorry to
I've
interrupt,
known
but
Ray. I've known Ray for years. You know, he's a real good, talented man. Everything like that. He is very humble, people. Okay, so in case you all didn't know, Ray is very humble. He
thank you,
puts
sir.
people in front of him first before he does whatever it is that he does. One thing that he told me when I was talking to him earlier during the week, should I say, because I called Ray, you know, just up, are you ready? Yes, he was nervous. I told him not to be nervous, just to be normal. And look at him. He the same way he talked to me on the phone is the way he's talking to us right now. Ray, I've heard a lot of crazy stories. I've seen a
Thank
lot
you
of
for
crazy
helping me.
stuff.
Once again, thank you for
Yeah.
helping me for doing that to calm myself down. It's my first interview in the whole entire world.
And we're the first ones to get them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Yes, you're the first one. Yes, yes, sir.
And we're happy
Sorry
to
to
do that.
interrupt.
And, you know, me and Scarlett Rose, we talked about it, and we were trying to get a hold of you the last time. But then when all of a sudden COVID happened, so we had to kind of slow it down. And now we're doing it like this with Zoom, and it's working out fine and just great. I know that Miss Scarlett Rose got some more questions. Go for it.
Yeah, but I want to reiterate a little bit because, like, what's it called? I find it really nice that even like you accepted us for your first interview, because this is a local station. So even though that you decline a lot of other radio stations and whatnot, this is like for local talent, and then it's like a really small radio station. So the fact that you're helping out like a small local business as well, nonprofit, is amazing.
I love it. You know what? And I thank you so much because I had the opportunity all over the world. I could show you where they kept begging me. I wasn't too good about interviews because I'm a little private guy, but they always talk about my name. My name is all over the world. They can't put a face on it. So tour managers like Eric Clapton, Pink Floyd, Madonna, Metallica, they say, who's this gentleman? You know, and of course, all those are my good friends. And they say, anything that needed to be done, goes, you know what, Ray, when Aerosmith came in, Steven Tyler said, I need to know, but he couldn't pronounce my last name. So he said, Abrego. So he goes, Ray, whoever the production is, he said, you know what, when I walk in out of that tour bus, I'm tired of with my bodyguards coming in. Is there a way that I can walk into the arena and then without him and show me where it's at? And I said, and I said, you know what, guys? We're gonna tape it as soon as we're gonna tape the whole arena. We're gonna write it down. Dressing room this way, catering room this way, Steven Tyler this way. Of course, everybody and everything was done. So I told Steven, all you gotta do, sir, just look down when you walk in, and I will evacuate all my crew guys, and you're walking free, and you can breathe the air without having and then it's safe at the arena. And he just kept going. He goes, wow, you know, and he just said, man, I couldn't picture this, and no one can do that and put it on tape and saying, look, this is the direction I'm going. Here's my dressing room. Who's the guy? Where's Ray? He's coming around. He went, here's your luncheon. Here's your private rooms. Here's our the CPA rooms. Because we do travel with doctors. We do travel with the CPA guys, with attorneys and people that trim your hair and all that, because you cannot leave. But when he came around, he said, who's Ray? He saw me. He goes, oh, wow. And and of course, my boss just said, don't touch the arts. But he came to me, and I was like, but anyway, those things like that, it just, it happens. And, but um, it's just a fantastic thing. And, you know, and I love being who I am, but, thank you so much. I probably lost the question though. So.
Yeah. No, actually, you
I went
answered
over.
the question
good.
pretty well. But going into like touring and also like within the music industry, how did you become a part of it, or did you ever think that you're gonna be a part of it like sometime in the future?
You know what? It never crossed my mind. I have my drum set to my left side here. I got 3 drum sets with my names on. I was indoors, but I was never a good drummer, Destiny, remember? And so one day I was touring with a band, and it was called Malicious Intent, and it was just a local band. And that was my dream ever since I was a kid. Of course, nobody believed in me. And the only, in my family, there's no musician guys, only Fandango USA, right? I mean, I'm sorry. My uncle is, he plays bass, but that was it, right? So it's Richard Verreal here from far, Los Únicos, right? So, but anyway, I wanted to be, since I was a kid, a rock and roll star all the time. I used to wear my zebra pants. I have pictures and all that. But one day I was playing in Corpus, and all of a sudden I see the little drummer. I mean, I'm like, man, that guy can play. And I said, me, I can't. So then I'm not a good drummer. So then when I started, I said, man, I saw the production and I'm going, this is what I want to do. And then I looked at it and I talked to one of the gentlemen, and the guy goes, Ray, do you know that sometimes the musicians make money, but guess who makes the most money sometimes? We do, as building production. I said, really? I saw a lot of radios that have radios and stuff. So after that, boom, it went off. And then I started in 1984, and then I had my break, and then and I never dreamed that I could do so. When Cajon, talking back to Creed, he took me around the world and he gave me one shot. He goes, Ray, and I don't have any kids to start with, guys. I'm 57 years old. I didn't want to have a girlfriend. Of course, you know what happens on the road with, you know. But anyway, he said, you only
No,
got
I don't
one.
know what happens on the road.
So they thought they said, well, you don't have a girlfriend? You've been doing this for years. I goes, well, it's behind the scenes. You know what happens. You know what it is, right, Rudy? So anyway, so
Hey, what? No, I don't know what you mean. No.
well, my bed, I don't know if I can say it or not, but I'm gonna say it. My bed buddies, I have bed buddies, and so I went. But anyway, the reason why I didn't want to have a girlfriend is because my career, I only had one shot, and I wasn't gonna, and I'm real passionate. I wasn't gonna mess it up. No way. So everybody was drinking, and guess what? I said, you know what? When I was in charge, I said, I call it the rehab tour. And I said, you know what? I don't, in my tour, no one's gonna drink, party, and all that. But I don't want that. This is serious. I got one last shot, and he said, Ray, you're gonna make tons of money. And that's when he went. He went further than that. And I thank him so much. I haven't seen him for years, but he gave me that. And from there on, Live Nation and everything, that my world started mentioning myself, that I'm very strictly no mistakes whatsoever. I'm very perfect. People say, well, human makes perfect. Well, I'll tell you something. When it comes to my career with my gold albums, unacceptable. I will fix that thing. You cannot. I have meetings, and for some reason, I'm very strict. So I had about 300 people walk on me because I was on it. And they didn't want to work with the best. I said, I'm going to build something with the best. And it's called a rehab tour. If you're doing drugs, I don't want you on my tour bus, because they were stopping me. With Lil Wayne, they stopped me and stopped him. And I probably heard you probably heard that he used to smoke a lot. So they stopped him here at the Farfurias. And guess what? I took my time and I said, man, where are you? We're going to Laredo. Why didn't you go this way? And he goes, well, Red, I said, we're going to cancel the show. Oh, I went through anyway. But it's been a good ride, and I'm super blessed, and I thank you guys. And so God told me one time, he said, man, my family was, I have to say, but they were good, but they were telling me, you're not going to amount to anything because you fumbled at the 1 year line at PSJ. You didn't graduate, but I was one of the fortunate ones. And I thank God so much. And I thank you guys. And I am right now, as soon as we're done, we go to church, because I owe it to God. So he said, Ray, don't ever show off with the people that say a rocker wannabe. So when I was coming to New York and I had my own tour bus, then they came over and I said, God's telling me to go to church. And why? And all through the week. So I went to church at 3 p.m. And guess what? The mass was on. We always think that it was from 12 to 1. But then from there, history went gone.
All right. Well, that's good. That's good to hear that. Now, Ray, let me ask you something. I know that you're from the Valley, of course. And I know you're still in the Valley and you're homegrown and all that good stuff. You know a bunch of us radio jocks. One of the most famous radio jocks that you're working with and helping out a lot is, of course, Rock and Roll James from Q94.5, the rock station, for the Whiskey D band that he's got out there. And I know just recently they did a tour, right? Or they did a show and everything. Were you part of that show just recently that happened?
Yes, sir, I was. I was behind the scenes. Yeah, I always behind the scenes because Rock knows that I get a little nervous and stuff. But he does puts up my name on it. And then on Facebook, if you ever go to my Facebook, because I get nervous. Right now, I feel super good because I had to do it for you guys because you guys are family. And really, this is the first interview in my entire life, in my 36 years career. So yes, he did. And then what he does, he goes to people and say, behind the scenes, Ray Abrego, and I can show you some here where he puts a lot of stuff. And Jay Leno also the same thing, because they know that I can do this interview, but now I feel comfortable with you guys and I thank you. So yes, I was part of that one, sir. And I started back in 2009. He's the only one that I tour. Nobody else, but I do help people. I retired 5 years ago. So I got my own, I don't tour too much often, but now I do my own tours here. So Live Nation gives me all the shows at the McAllen Performing Arts Center. Like Kansas was supposed to be here. I'm doing Rob Snyder next week. And so they send me all the writers and stuff. But yeah, I was part of that one show with Rock, yes, sir. But I was behind the scenes.
There you go. Now, I do understand the last time we talked, you were telling me that the way you do things, the way you see it is you make sure that the artist that is going to perform is in excellent condition. Those people are well taken care of. I mean, yes, you're basically more of a human shield to make sure that the sound, the lights, the stage, the equipment, everything is perfection. Because that's what you do. You make sure everything is perfected. And that is one blessing that I find truly amazing, because you do all the work, set up and tear down for the artists such as, let's just say Whiskey D, or even Creed, or even, Bon Jovi, so the people that you work for, make them look better than what they already look. And that is truly amazing. And I thank you very much for that.
Well, yes, sir, I do. I have to be, because I'm well known. There's a lot of tour production managers. I became a tour manager, but it was too hard for me. Everybody had mistakes. So the production manager, it's a tour manager and then myself, but sometimes I have to take care of the tour manager because they're not on time. I'm very passionate. When he gets there, I already know what to do. So yes, and we have meetings, I'll give everyone an assignment because they'll be trained. If they don't, I tell the guys, if you have a question, you better let me know. I don't want to hear anything about what you did last night. I don't want to hear anything about how many girls you went out. I do not. And as soon as we would come in, guess what? It's all business. If you have something serious and the assignment is there, if I go to the stage and I see something wrong, you got to change it. Before you do that, make sure you question. Don't be guessing it, because why? This assignment means to be accurately. An example, accurately.
Oh my gosh.
All the
measurements. I didn't expect the paper.
Well, I'll just an example.
Okay.
But then the artist comes to me, goes, Ray, is everything good? Yes. And then we're the fastest crew guys in the world. I'm one of the top 10s. I can show you. Well, it's not that I became a top 10. People around Europe and Japan and everywhere, in Australia. So they said in Russia, a friend of mine said, Ray, well, they told the city, he goes, man, I did a show here, Ray Abrego Concert and Productions. He said, yeah, I asked him, I said, how long does it take? He goes, 4 hours. I said, you know what, sir? Now it's going to take 2.5, not even 2 hours. He goes, oh, really, Ray? It's impossible. I said, mark my words. sir, I'm going to have control everything. And if you don't, I'm going to guarantee you I'm going to get you out. Because I already have seen a million Tomcats. I've seen a million, well, not million, sorry, 1,000 soundboards. I know the routine. I know where the box is. So when I'm the band director. And I trained everybody to become that person. And I'm on top of everything. That's not it. Remember, guys, boom, So he said, wow, Ray, 2 hours. It always takes 4 to 5. I said, well, you know what, Ray? Man, I can sleep 2 hours now because Rock and Rudy, you've been through the business as well yourself. Guess what it is, Rudy? When you finish a show at 12, for example, at midnight, then it takes like 3 hours to knock everything down. By the time that is, it's already 3 in the morning, maybe at 4 in the morning. You know what? You've been there all day and you're hungry. You want to take a shower. You want to get out of there as fast as you can, but not getting hurt because, my insurance has to be. But we were trained to go so fast. So you see a guy so fast, it's because there's only people in the world that are faster than me. And it's crazy, but I have never gotten hurt. So I only pick a few. So the artist feels so good to say, man, I'm going to be here till 4 hours, till 5 in the morning. And I said, no, you're not. So he came up to me and went to the city of Mary. Goes, dude, this guy got me. And in 2 hours, now I got 2 free hours to do what? And so he couldn't sleep either. So he goes, we're done. And so the word went around that I have this. So I get so many calls. Look, I want you to do of course, in the Madison Square Garden, I can't step in there because it's a union house. So they don't let you do touch boxes and stuff. So anyway, that's just the way, how fast it is. But you know what? I'm real passionate. I dream, I live, and I breathe this. And I study it, and I study it. And I tell the guys, in order for you to do it, do not, even if you're sick, do not call in. Even if you're not going to make it, have the courage to call me. If you don't call me the day you're going to cancel, then guess what? I don't play baseball 3 strikes because the first strike, you're out. Sorry, you lost everything. Do not do that with me. Just have the courtesy, Ray. I'm going to party the following day and you're good. But don't lie to me. It's not, I don't like liars. It's not that I don't hate them. No, I don't like liars. So I am very strict. My boys already know. And I only have a few and the best. And that's it. And I'm on top of everything. I have never made mistakes in my entire life. Only maybe once that one person was doing something wrong that he shouldn't done. And I warned him and warned him and warned him and warned him. So I had to really get rid of him. So, and the artist, man, now they call me directly. So I'm like, I don't want to jump connect, but he goes, Ray, we don't care. You know what it is that I need you. So I'm super blessed, but I like to tell I left in a good terms with everybody. So my Live Nation was super impressed. Say, Ray, I said, look, it's time for me to leave. Well, everybody's married. I've never been married. So what's going on is that in Christmas time, everybody wants to go. Blake Shelton said, I need a guy and I need a professional. I need Ray. Well, guess who's not married? Me. Well, everybody has to go. Christmas time, I don't know what Christmas time is. I don't know what New Year's Day is. I don't even know none of that. So we used to do Christmas in Nashville, Tennessee, Christmas for Blake Shelton at one point. And I don't know if you remember that when he had the Christmas shows maybe 5-10 years ago. That was me doing the directing production and stuff for his live Christmas show. And because everybody's married except for me. So my goal was not to get married because I was going to get my girlfriend or whoever was going to interrupt in my career, and I didn't want that. So I said, I want to focus it. So been in the road for every single day for almost 36, 37 years, made me who I am. And I never say no. If you need a show, I say no. Even if I'm sick or if I have fever, I will go and I will honor it, So that's just what made me build who I was. And I knew it in my heart that I said, we can do better than anything. So my boys came out and said, Ray, let's just do it in Texas. Let's just do it here. So that's what happened. I retired 5 years ago on November the 16th, November the 10th, 2016, I retired touring. So many years, so many times. I needed to take care of my mom. She passed away. I'm sorry, I cried a little bit. She passed away last year. And but I'm okay. I helped her for everything. So I missed her, but anyway, I'm doing it for her too as well. But I'm still here in the Valley. Remember, guys, I still can do shows all over the place. So,
There you go. That's good. That's good to hear that you're still here, and our condolences on the loss of your mom. You know,
oh, thank
she
you,
was
sir.
a very beautiful lady. Talking about beautiful ladies, Miss Scarlett Rose. You're
Yes.
just sitting there. Say something. We miss you.
Ah,
I was going
what?
to ask because you mentioned a lot of like well-known celebrities that you've done tours for. What was like the first celebrity that you've done like a tour for that you can remember?
Oh man, you know what? Me and my girlfriend, well, I call her my wife. Um, we went through my room, and I can show. Man, I got tons of stuff. So I'm going there, and I'm saying, "Babe, check this out. I did Dion, Celine Dion," and I'm like, "What? I don't remember." Molly, what's the name? Cyrus, sorry,
Miley Cyrus.
yeah, I'm sorry.
My,
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
yeah, Miley Cyrus. Yeah.
Yeah, Miley Cyrus, right. And so I am so impressed because I done almost, we were calculating, I done almost eight, I don't know, man, I'm thinking it's 3,000 shows all over the world, but 3,000 shows meaning 3,000 different artists. And I said, it's impossible. So so I have these drawers that stacks of stuff. And of course, WWE, I was a production manager there. I have all the graphics and of course, all the details and rehearsals, Lincoln Park. Before you go on tour, I mean, I can explain all that. But anyway, the nicest guy that I ever done, really, honestly, that touched my heart, real sweet gentleman, is Eric Clapton. Man, he is just Ray. I don't have to stay here. Production doesn't have to be here. You know what? It's all on you. I trust you. And I know when I get back, sound check. A lot of people are late on sound checks and rehearsals. So I said, we're going to do rehearsals, sound check on you, make sure this is right, perfect and everything. And you want to add more lights? Let's do it. Ray, I need this and this, but it's too hard. I said, we're going to do it the way you want. I want to keep you happy. So sound check is very important. If you don't like anything, and I can see them from here, if the throat is thinking and they're going, I think we had enough. Stop. What's going on with your throat? Why is your vein? Ray, I can't hear my monitors. Okay, we're gonna take care of that. Sometimes they don't tell me that, but all the ideas through my career, I can see that. So really, I've done so many nice people. The other one was really with Van Halen was a great, amazing tour. I did 3 tours with them, according with Wolf and with Sammy Hagar and David Lee Roth, and of course separate tour buses because of the issues I had in the past. But we got it going, and now the ZZ Top went down, so they're making it. So the bass player for ZZ Top now was Dusty Hill's soundman tech, and he looks just like him. So now he's involved. He's making good. So they're trying to keep it going. So, and of course, Bon Jovi is one of my best friends. I have his number. He's a good man, a wonderful man. He still begs me to go. Doing it for so many years, a constant. I mean, every single day, So, I need to stay home. I don't have a life anymore, so I need to have a life. So, but I still help them over the phone. Really, I mean, I do help anybody. So, I can tell so many artists, but I don't have it all on top of my head. So but I find myself real surprised because we go and dig something, and I go, wow, we did this show. I don't remember where. So I got to go back and so 9 Inch Nails, Godsmack. I mean, all those. There's just a few. What I sent you, there's just a few. But Garth Brooks was one of them. Man, Garth Brooks was he was one of the guys that took me up on stage like Rock and Roll James and said, "Do you see this guy?" And I was like, he goes, "This gentleman, yeah, you know what?" And it was an honor. And I wasn't thinking about that. That's not me. He was introducing everybody, and I was the last one. He goes, "Where's Ray Albert?" He couldn't pronounce my last name. "Where's my production manager?" And he texts me, and there's a film, but I can't find it. Also, Gene Simmons is one of my best friends. So I have Gene Simmons here. We did a show. He falls down, and I tell the guy, "You see, this cable is unacceptable. You need to." He goes, "Yes, sir, I'll do it. You need to do it now because you're gonna forget." I come back, and sure enough, the cable's still there. I went and told the guy, "You need to get me this cable out, this XLR. He's gonna trip, but remember, do it now because I'm telling you, it's the second time I told you, and the third time." Then here comes Jen, and I thought it was dark, so he falls, and it's been recorded, right? See right here, Gene Simmons falls. It says Whiskey D production manager runs and picks up Gene Simmons after he falls on stage, and so there is a Google one, so people couldn't believe me, and so I picked him up, and they said, "Ah, that's not Ray," and he's so heavy, and I just go and pull it out, boom. And so I went back after that guy, and I said, "Man, didn't I tell you 3 times? Look, let me tell you something. This is a serious show. It's a multi-million show. I do not want to fire you, but don't ever come back, please, sir. Please, maybe next time. Look, this is a real serious. You might not take it seriously, but it all falls back to me." So I feel bad during the show. I went back and brought him back. I said, "You know what? That's okay. We're fine. It happened. But please, man, when I say something, please do it, man. You have to, sir. Look, I don't want to fire anybody. Everybody needs to make money. There are people that are real anal, and they do fire them right in the spots. I've seen that happen." I said, "Don't do that." He goes, "Why, Ray?" I said, "Because I'm in charge, not you." So look, they're just human beings. People make mistakes. I don't do mistakes. But let's just give him another chance. And that's who I am. But anyway, thank you guys. Any more questions?
Oh yeah, one last question before we go,
Yes,
because
ma'am.
I know we're cutting short on time.
Okay, thank you.
What advice do you have for people that just want to go into the music industry, and from what you've seen as a production manager?
You know what? Tell them to come with me. I don't know if I can give them a number or not, but it's up to you guys. But tell them to come to me, and I got all the connections in the world. But they have to have passion. My brand, Ray Abrego Customer Productions. I'm wearing it right here. Maybe I can stand up, and I don't know if you can see my shirt. But I'm gonna give you.
Mucho las nalgas, mucho las nalgas.
Hey, let me bend over. Hey, let me bend over and crack me a smile.
I knew you were gonna do that, Ray. I was waiting for it. I knew it. In case y'all didn't know, Ray's also a comedian, people. He is very funny. I mean, while he's working and stuff, he's not only just a hard worker, he wants to make sure everybody else is having a good time, but he's always cracking jokes. So just like he's cracking right now, he's always cracking jokes. You gotta watch out.
Thank you so much. Coming back to
hey, I got
yes, sir.
I got a question for you real quick.
Okay, yes, sir.
Now that you're retired, already been 5 years, and you're kind of, you slow down going that fast pace. I mean, I know you're still going at fast pace, but not as fast as because before it was bigger productions. Are you planning on settling down yourself, getting married, and having kids?
Sorry to say that, but I don't want to get married. I got a beautiful, wonderful woman. I know her for so many years. And yes, she keeps me going. I love her. I really love her a lot. She's a beautiful girl. I'm very picky on the women. That's why I don't have any kids. I never had any girlfriends. Of course, we talked about what happens backstage. And but all that is being clear now. That not anymore. Nobody parties anymore. So it's all about business. But I found her because when my mom passed away, I wasn't thinking about it. I told God, you know what, Jesus, I'm good. I don't feel no regrets with my mom. I paid for whatever I could to help her, house and everything. So I said, the money is not going to go anywhere. So I do help everybody. You can tell everyone I'm very generous. So that donation, we're going to get that. I'm going to give you some donation for this station that you guys are in. So we might, because she's a wonderful, and I don't know yet, but she understands it, and I love her. I live with her. I got 1.5 years almost, yeah. But I know for many years she was a musician as well. She used to play Tejano. So we went to school together, and I never dreamed, so I'm real picky. I never dreamed that I would find the right person. Because look, my dad told me one time, Ray, you need to love a woman 100%, not 90%. It's never going to work, mijito. So don't ever, you need to earn how to love someone. Don't ever force anyone. And you need to be real for her. So I never lie. And I always tell you the truth, how it is. And that's it. And if I'm one day I don't love you, I'm going to tell you straight out, because I need to be happy. And of course, once I'm happy, I want to have to earn her happiness too. But we might not, now that I have the money, now I need to buy a house and see what happens. Yeah, see what happens.
There you go.
And also come back to Destiny's, yes, telling anybody that wants to, but they have got Destiny, they got to have passion. I can help them in any way they want. Instead of playing down here, like in the local clubs, do you know what? I will ask them, why copy the stars when you can become one? And I have so much connections, but I haven't used them. I have a lot of favorites because I don't have any kids, so I'm never going to use them. I rather have someone else use them for me. And so what I do, I help anybody that wants to help me. I'm not one of those people. I'm real friendly. I like everybody to shine. Rudy, Rudy, I mean, we need people to shine. Now I'm being blessed. Now that I gotta just bless someone else. That's what God told me. So I'm not afraid to, but you gotta have passion. If I give you a number, these guys will do anything instead of being a local band, we'll get you to the top of the line. But you gotta have passion. That one step, you gotta leave your work. You gotta quit all that, but that's gonna help you become who you are. But if you go backwards, then let's say, Ray, we know how you work. This gentleman didn't take it. And a friend of mine, he only needed one step forward when he quit. I said, man, why did you do that? You only needed one step forward. You could have become huge. And he goes, really, Ray? I said, yeah, but it happens. Yeah. But anyway, I can help anybody, and I'm willing to help any single one. I help a lot of people, local bands here. So if my number wants to be there, it's fine. I don't know. But anyway, I'm willing to help anybody, including you guys. I would do a free show for you guys. If you guys need some, I know that Destiny's brother, Derek, has his equipment and stuff. So they're pretty solid. And
let's do the plug. Let's do the plug. DDS Production.
I mean, speaking of like plugging in like social media and all that, do you have any social media or websites that people can contact you by, or like even your number?
You know what? They can just call me. I don't have a website yet, but because I'm well known in the music business, so the website really helps. But I'm already established. In other words, I already have about 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 clients. So I really don't. So yes, my number is 639 3837 and 956. Of course, we are here in the Valley. So 639.
Say it again. 956. Well, say your number again.
This is 639 3837.
So it's 956 639 3837.
Yeah, and they can contact me, Ray Abrego, in Concert Radio Production. I don't have to. It's just Ray Abrego. And here's the other thing, Rock and Rudy. If I don't answer, the best thing how music people do it is by text. In other words, if they want to contact me, tell them to text me, put their names, the band of the name, and then I'll return their call. Because if I don't recognize it, sometimes I don't answer. And then sometimes, but this is just the way the music business world works, okay? In my end, in my side. So if you call, they're so busy, they're not gonna just do them. But if you text, we go back, goes, oh, wow, Ray, I just got this, we need to call this person. And then, of course, it's been approved. And if it's by you recommended, we stop doing what we're doing. We'll get this thing going. And we go, and also for rap people, I do for country, rock and roll, and a little bit of Tejano too. Okay, so, but right, they have to text me. They have to text me, right? And then tell them that also, if I have to tell them that I'm not avoiding their text. If it takes me a day or two, it's because I'm super busy, how you guys know. But I will come back to them, okay? And if not, my girlfriend will handle that little business for me, okay? But I'm willing to help anybody in the Valley or anywhere in the world, if they want to make it huge. Really, it's sometimes really it takes a long time, and or some people are just making this a hobby, which is great. But if you really want to make it huge, here's the man right here. I got connections, and then but sometimes you're gonna have to leave your job and all that. But honestly, all I need is a CD or 1, 2, 3 songs, but they have to be copyrighted, please, because if it's not copyrighted, then I'll copyright it for them. I'll listen to it first. And if it's not copyrighted, then we have to cover it so no one can steal their music, because right now there's a lot of people they can't write anymore. It's not good. Leonard Skinner can write you a song out of a trash can. Leonard Skinner can write you a song out of a bottle. But, so then people they can't write anymore, So, but anyway, like I said, why copy the stars when you can become one? I'm one of them. And I'm one of an example, okay? So, but I'm willing to help any band here, anywhere. And believe me, I will help you. Simon Says I help a lot of them. Sounds, if you have trouble in sounds, I'm not going to charge you. Call me. I'll go over there, because I want to be blessed. I'm already blessed. I need to bless someone. I don't charge. Really, I don't. If you want to give me something, sometimes I'd rather just donate to somebody. But I'll go help you. I'll really go help you, for free. I'm really doing it for free, because I'm already blessed. So, but thank you. Yes. And all you got to do is just text me. And then, of course, tell them that I'm not avoiding their text, but I'll get back to them. Okay.
You got it. Okay. All right, Miss
Any
Scarlett
shout
Rose.
outs?
You want to do any shout outs to anybody, Ray?
Oh, well, you know what? Okay, you know what? Really, first and foremost, I want to thank you both. Okay. Also, Janie, your mom, Rock and Rudy, man, you're fantastic, man. And Rock and Roll James for helping me out. Also, who am I missing? And of course, my girlfriend, Lori Cortez. There's a lot of people out there, so I don't know who's listening, but the most important is 4 people. It's you, Destiny, Janie, and Rock and Roll James for getting me to do it. And I feel relaxed, fantastic. Guys, you have a good angel with you guys, okay? I'm super blessed. Thank you so much. I feel great, man. My honor. It's all my honor. I'm gonna get you the link later on so we can donate something, because I really want to do. And if you have any more interviews with me, I will do it again. Also, the links would. No, honestly, and Rocky Rudy, I love you. I haven't seen you in a long time.
Well, thank you. Love you too, my brother. I want to say, first of all, my shout out is going to go right straight back to you, Ray Abrego. We thank you very much for allowing us to be your first ever interview. And like Scarlett Rose had said, I mean, we are a small radio station, but you know what? We're big at heart, and people do listen to us. Big old shout out to my 2 beautiful girls, Drenna and Darling, and my grandson Carson. That's my little homie. I love him to death.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah, and
remember,
I'll give you some shirts. And of course, to my beautiful co-host over here, Miss Scarlett Rose, who looks like she lost more weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have actually.
You look great.
Yes, I have.
You look great.
See a big old smile on her face? Beautiful smile on her face, like always. That's what I like to see. But thank you all. Okay, thank you for being here.
And of course, all the listeners that are listening, thank you guys. God bless you all. It's my pleasure, my honor for all the listeners, wherever this thing going. I love you all. Everyone has a good angel. Follow your dream, please. Your dream will be. You just gotta have passion. Follow your dreams. If you can't follow it, talk to me, please. I will guide you through it, and I'll make sure, guarantee you'll be making $1,000 a week. Even more in that, but you need to call me. I'm willing to help everybody in the valley. I don't care what band it is, any issues you have in recordings and stuff. I'm gonna volunteer. That's my goal, because I'm getting old. And so remember, all these people that are listening right now, I'll do it for free. Okay, guys, with the people, I want you guys to shine and make it nice. I'm throwing the torch to any strangers, anybody, and so y'all can make it, man. So y'all can come back at this radio station right here, what you guys are doing right now at 97.7 FM. This rocks. I love it. Thank you, guys.
Before we end our show, I would like to thank you all for joining in, like you said. And if you guys want to check out us or learn more about what we do on our show, make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Facebook and Instagram is RGV Rocks, and Twitter is Rocks RGV. Once again, Facebook and Instagram is just RGV Rocks, and Twitter is Rocks RGV. Thank you so much, Ray, for joining us here on our station. Thank you so much for this interview. I want to especially remind everyone, thank you listening for a humble little show, and be here next time. on KCYP 97.7 FMLP, The City. See ya.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. God bless you. See you next time. Love you guys.
All right, bye-bye.